Coach, an interesting one, because a lot of your, I'd say, kids, even though some of them are not kids really, they always go to Tuks for game time and so on, and they've over the years made them a strong side. Some are no longer with you. So how do you view or approach a game like that with so many familiar faces? And I'm sure you know Coach Desani as well quite well.
Yeah, no, I am quite fond of Coach Desani. I've seen him come through also the ranks as a youth coach, and also in the varsity leagues, and as an assistant for the pro side, and he's done an incredible job to fight and to develop to become one of the promising coaches within our country. I watched his team against Swallows, and I thought they were worthy winners. Scored first, went a little bit off and defended a bit deep, but also Swallows reacted. And Swallows is one of the teams I've actually enjoyed watching this season. I probably watch a lot of Coach Musa Nyatama's games, because I just like the way they play football, and I thought the Tuks were worthy winners against a very good side. And they've got some very good players, the Namibian international in goals, Sibanyoni up front, Kamagu in the midfield, Promise. These are players that I know very, very well. But good team, strong, fighting for promotion in the first division. So we saw against Maritzburg how physical and aggressive these games can be, and I expect nothing different.
And it's been a bit different because they've mixed up their play a bit. In the past, you knew what to expect: long throws, free kicks, corner kicks, balls into the box. But against some of their recent opponents, you could see they're mixing it up. They can play. So does it add a bit of interest to it now?
Yeah, I think so. But I think they still keep their strength. The profile is you've got to deal with the long balls, knockdowns, flick-ons, overloads and runs into the box, situations from standard play and corner kicks, long throws, and a lot of percentage football. And of course, that's really has been the profile of Tuks, and it has helped them not only be a PSL side, but also a national first division team that is always pushing for promotion and always there in the playoffs or in and around that space. So an institution that deserves a lot of respect. But we always enjoy these type of games because these are the games we have to play. We try to play a lot of national first division teams in our friendlies, so that we get accustomed to the aggression and the intensity and the physicality of those games. But let's see. It was a difficult one against La Masia, and even though the score line is a bit flattering, but it was tough. The Maritzburg game, even though I think the second half was brilliant from us, but you saw how difficult the first half was, and I expect no different against Tuks.
Coach, it's going to be another sort of test of character for your players, and another lower division team, Amasia, Maritzburg, now Tuks, when they're used to playing CAF Champions League,
it's tough. It's the battle. Is the battle I have preparing for these games, and it's not easy. I owe them a table now because at halftime yesterday I damaged their table. But okay, let's see. Maybe we've learned our lesson, and we can mentally we can be a little bit better prepared for this game.
Coach, to ask you, if the Soweto Giants, Chiefs and Pirates had your results this season, the fans, everybody would be dancing from the rooftops.
I agree.
How much pressure are you under? Because we hear you in the press conferences and what you're saying. How much pressure are you under at this club?
No, I'm under a lot of pressure. I have to win. Every game I have to win. But that's the nature of the business, You've got to win. And I agree with you. I think you are correct to say, I think if as you say, if you were to give the results to the current results to any one of the Soweto Giants, I think there would be a little bit more appreciation. But okay, it is what it is. You know, when you are at a big club like Mamelodi Sundowns, winning is not enough. You've got to win and win and win and continue to win, and that's my life. It's something I've accepted, and that was the life of my predecessors, and that will be my life for the foreseeable future.
With all due respect to all other teams, if you had to choose a team to play against, would you say that this was your ideal opponent, or there's another team that you were looking forward to facing?
No, anyone you play in this round is 8 very good teams. I think the most important thing for us was to not travel, and I think that and play at home. But I think if you play at Amatak Stadium, it's the better of the situations that you could say is ideal.
Coach, Zuko has been impressive since he came in.
Yeah.
So maybe how long do you think it's going to take him to maybe finally get a chance to represent Bafana Bafana?
Well, I don't know. I think that's a question for Coach Hugo Bruce.
Coach, I think there's an adapted die culture also. Maybe it's a strong word, but there was 2 players that were very important even before you were head coach. Rushan and Maela.
Yeah,
Maema, sorry. They haven't featured as prominently. Are they doing something wrong to not fit into your system? What is the situation?
No, they're not doing anything wrong. I think it's just competition. You know, at a certain point, you've got to understand the dynamics at the club. We need Rushin, we need now, and we need them at their best. The injuries have not helped, because when we tried to get a bit of momentum, they've been injured. Various injuries for them, but they're not injured at the moment. So they're training, and they have to wait, and they have to fight for their places in the team. They've got incredible competition in those positions. The team is winning, and so. That's sometimes everyone asks me, why is Gaston not playing, and then when we play Gaston, why is Neo Mahema not playing? I can't play all of them. Only 11 can play. And when this one's playing, why Lebo is not playing? Why Mkulis is not playing? But why is so it's very difficult in a club like this, because while we are giving opportunities to everybody and we are trying to be honest with how we do it, it's clear we can never be fair. You can't, as a coach, you can never be fair. You know, you can only play 11. You can only make 5 subs, and I don't try to be fair, because I know it's mission impossible. But I try every single day to be honest and go home with the ability to sleep well, knowing that I've given my best to the football club, and I've given my best to the players, and I've given my best and my honest best. To everybody at the club and the players, because I think they give me their best every single day. So and that's what they have to do: continue to fight, continue to work, and that's the message I give to everybody. When Lodge was on the bench, everyone was saying, when is he going to start games? Now he's starting games. Now it's, when is this one going to play? It's very difficult. It's a difficult conundrum that I don't think any coach can solve.
Coach, I want to ask. Yeah. Coach, I want to ask you about Promise. I mean, he's at Tuks now.
Yeah.
It looked like he was doing well in the early stages of his career at Sundowns. In your opinion, what happened with Promise?
I don't know. He's a kid I admire a lot. I think very, very talented. I watched the last game, as I said, and he should have scored 2. In fact, he's a very good player. And one that we haven't released, because we still think he's got potential and he's got the quality to represent Sundowns in the future. So hopefully he can bounce back. No youth career, no career. In fact, is linear. And your trajectory is from here to there, and it's straight. There's ups, downs, and that's life. Life is also like that. So, and that's the same for Promise. That's the same for all the youngsters. Mabena. There's a boy now, Kutlwano, who excites me quite a lot. But still, there'll be ups, there'll be downs. He will improve and get better, and they all will. They just have to be coachable and also have this bounce back ability, you know, because all competitive sportsmen have this character trait.
Coach, In fact, Tepang, it was good for him to go first because I wanted to ask you about, because even the decision you made yesterday to start Kutlwano has now created, much talkability where people are asking that is it merely for the optics to say you had a 17-year-old and so on. For you, Coach Jose, and I'm sorry to bring
no.
into it.
I like Jose a lot.
Yeah, because he once said that when you bring these youngsters, it should be because they are ready and not because you just want to have the youngest player. So what's your approach with? Because people are even asking now, where's Mabena? He played one game, he left. There was the striker Karelse, hasn't been seen.
Yeah, but it's different. It's different case studies and different environments. I wish I was doing it for show. When I've got to win, I mean, it was 0-0. Imagine if it was 0-0 and we lost the game 1-0 and I was doing, no one would care. No one cares. So it's not about that. It's about me watching their games, me getting feedback from Coach Temba and the DDC coaches, and also hearing from the sporting director and the assistant sporting director about their progress, and Coach David, and everybody tracks their performances, and then I've had them at training. So for me, it's you guys only see the match and the opportunity on match day, but I've had them since the AFCON break. We took them to Polokwane. They played a couple of friendlies with us. I've asked, even when they've trained with the DDC, I've asked Coach Temba to work on certain things with them and that. So, but yeah, well, opinions of the people, and when they are ready for our environment, we will play them. Some of the youngsters are, and they have to play. We didn't say the same about Cassius. Last season, I played Cassius, and no one said, "Oh, but it's for show. It's to look good But we do it because when it's right. Because how do you explain it to the rest of the senior players when you're giving a boy a chance, but it's only for show? It's not fair. So we try to be fair and to be right and give opportunities to the kids also. But also they have to be ready to help the team to win games, and that's the most important thing.